Welcome to the Titty Twister.
Him again? Didn't he already play that guy?
Kneel and worship at the feet of Santanico Pandemonium!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most typecast actors.
I'll be damned.
For this list, we've picked actors who always seem like they're playing the same person in the different movies they act in. They may have varied the role a little along the way, but many of the characters they portray quintessentially share the same traits. Sometimes it also feels like the actor is just playing himself.
Okay, we're kissing. Gentler, let's just hold hands or something.
Number 10, Jack Black, typecast as lovable, heroic oaf.
Well, then how come I don't have any say in this thing?
With his doughy body and short stature, Jack is few people's ideal of a stereotypical hero. But he's done a great job at being cast as a dumb but lovable one.
Would you tell Picasso to sell his guitars?
Oh my God, he's an idiot.
He often looks confused and takes a while to answer his calls to action. But once he's committed, his characters tend to use unorthodox ways of thinking to save the day.
I've been really dumb. I'm immature, I'm unthoughtful, I'm a friggin' idiot.
His movies can also be hit or miss.
Yes, this is the honorable truth.
Which usually lands him on lists for being one of Hollywood's most overpaid actors.
And when I'm rolling in the Benjamins, I will throw you and your dog a bone. Good night.
Number 9, Danny Trejo, typecast as dangerous tough guy.
We just want to help, bro.
I don't need your help.
Appearing in 200 films, give or take, is quite an accomplishment. But imagine playing a similar character in every single one of them, and you'll know what Danny's life is like.
Shoot him, Nacho. Because right after that, the three of us are gonna shoot the one of you.
A frequent collaborator of Robert Rodriguez, Trejo often plays the badass ethnic villain. You'll frequently find him toting a gun, riding a motorcycle, and wearing a copious amount of leather.
And he kills the bad guys.
His common casting as a thug certainly makes you think he's not someone you want to mess with.
What's this long, hard thing?
My machete.
Number 8, Seann William Scott, typecast as party boy / idiot.
Now the party's starting. Welcome to Stifler's Palace of Love.
His popularity may have peaked in the early noughties.
What?
But at least we all know whom to call if we need someone to play a not-so-bright party guy in a movie aimed at teenaged boys.
Dude, what does mine say? Sweet! What about mine? Dude, what does mine say?
Seann also has a signature move of raising one eyebrow and leaving his mouth open that's more or less his face.
Mom? Shipwreck?
He hasn't shown much range, and his career has been pretty sparse in the early 2010s.
Checkout time. Please, vacate the room.
Number 7, Seth Rogen, typecast as Endearing Schlub.
So you always play the same guy in every movie. When are you gonna do some real acting, man?
Okay, thank you.
Every character Seth plays seems to be that schlub of a guy that never left his college days behind him. His brand of humor often involves him being a stoner.
Give me this much time, that much joint time.
Who still somehow manages to score a gorgeous wife or girlfriend.
You're prettier than I am.
His characters are usually emotionally stunted, but don't seem to realize it. That is, until a woman gives him a stern talking to.
You know what? Go your f***ing bong.
I will f*** my bong, doggy style, for once.
Even though these characters are pretty much losers, they always seem to have something lovable about them. So, by the end of the movie, he's a schlubby guy with perspective.
And that we all became friends in the process and kind of learned some shit about life and stuff.
Should we put our hands, should we touch each other's hands while we do it?
Number 6, Morgan Freeman, typecast as wise old man.
I don't give a shit.
There's something about Morgan Freeman's voice that makes us want him to impart wisdom on us all.
Lord knows I needs a job, so why don't we just leave it like that?
Even though he's been acting since 1964. His career didn't really kick off until he could play the wise old man, starting particularly in movies like Driving Miss Daisy.
I sure do thank you, Miss Daisy.
It's not a Christmas present.
Oh, no.
And ever since his role as God in Bruce Almighty, it's hard not to hear his voice and feel the need to do the right thing.
It is for most people. Spend their lives in the dark, trying to hide from me.
He's further projected that image of being a man of authority and wisdom by lending his voice to environmental documentaries like March of the Penguins.
Naturally, after their long walk, they are eager to get back in the water. Sometimes a little too eager.
Number 5. Michael Cera, typecast as awkward teen.
I've wanted this for a really long time.
While he had roles before Arrested Development, it was that TV show that really introduced Michael Cera to bigger audiences.
I spent $2.1 million of good company money and ended up with this?
You cut off my hand!
Worth every penny.
And ever since his role as George Michael Bluth, the Canadian actor seems to just be playing awkward, hipsterish teenagers. Since he seems to be so full of quirk and socially inept, this gives his characters a puppy dog-like quality, particularly in Juno.
Wow, your shorts are like especially gold today.
My mom uses color-safe bleach.
Go Carol.
I'll tell her.
It doesn't help that he's quite baby-faced, so it's unlikely that audiences will take him seriously if he continues playing those kind of roles.
All right, well, thank you for the pen.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
Cera does seem to be able to poke fun at himself, though, and even played against type as a hypersexualized version of himself in This Is the End.
Nobody got sucked up in here.
I got sucked off here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Number 4. Samuel L. Jackson, typecast as a badass.
See, things are looking up already.
He's been the classic badass ever since his role in Pulp Fiction. If you need someone to curse up a storm in your movie and or school you on the ways of the world, Samuel L. Jackson is your man.
So the prophecy says.
He has a very particular style of acting, which often means that he's yelling at his co-stars.
What was the first thing I said to you?
And giving an intense bit of side-eye.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
His formula seems to work, though, as he's appeared in dozens of movies, from indies to blockbusters, doing that same shtick.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane!
Number 3. Adam Sandler, typecast as Manchild.
I'm tired of everybody calling me a dummy. I'm tired of not having any friends.
He's the real-life Peter Pan. Adam Sandler frequently plays a socially awkward man who just can't seem to grow up.
Shut up!
His characters can be so ridiculous that it's hard to see them as anything more than exaggerated stereotypes.
I'm cool with it. Ah, that's nice, thanks. Are you cool with a finger in you? Woohoo!
Even when he does play more of a straight man, like in Grown Ups, he's still a guy that can't handle the responsibilities of adult life.
Not exactly what I call constructive criticism, but
He's commonly on the list of Hollywood's most overpaid actors.
I don't believe that.
Though we gotta give him credit for grossing over $2 billion at the box office.
You want some of this?
Oh, my dear Lord!
Number 2. Hugh Grant, typecast as stammering English gentleman.
So, how about a drink at my place? Totally innocent, no funny business, just full sex.
With his floppy hair, charming British accent, and baby blues, it's easy to see why Hugh Grant is so often cast as an overly talkative, stammering love interest.
Right.
He's quite good at staring at women with a shy gaze and being overcome by their beauty.
Oh, God.
Which leads him to ramble on and on and on about nothing.
Might make it hard to strike a really romantic note.
Instead of being annoying, though, this is somehow lovable to many audiences. Even when he's playing a bit of a cad, like in Bridget Jones' Diary, Hugh's still in this familiar type.
Well, I thought it might be a charitable thing to take your skirt out for dinner and try and fatten it up a bit.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Unbelievable. Mandy was completely unharmed. Fire chief said that the butter price saved her life. You talk about a miracle. You just gotta thank the big man.
I don't like the feeling. You're sitting there, you're wondering, do I have food on my face? Am I eating? Am I talking too much? Are they talking enough? Am I interested? I'm not really interested. Should I play like I'm interested, but I'm not that interested? But I think she might be interested, but do I want to be interested? But now she's not interested. So now all of a sudden I'm starting to get interested.
Prepare for what promises to be a day of astounding musical, theatrical, and dancing talent. And after I'm finished, you can see the ladies. Oh, yeah!
I don't care what happens. I don't care if we kill someone.
What?
You heard me. It's Sin City. I won't tell a soul.
Number 1. John Wayne, typecast as a macho man.
That's more to my liking.
He may be more of a product of his time, but it doesn't seem like John Wayne really tried very hard to break free of his being pigeonholed as the manly man, usually demonstrated by his playing a soldier, cowboy, or man of the law.
I used to skip her a cake of soap in a bathtub, too.
In all of those professions, John brought that same grisly, macho persona to each film he appeared in.
Ain't nothing keeping me out of Lordsburg, Curly.
Though modern audiences might want a little more range from their actors, his typecasting made Wayne an American icon and earned him an Oscar.
Young fella, if you're looking for trouble, I'll accommodate you.
Do you agree with our list?
Leave it alone.
Which actor do you think always plays the same parts?
I'm the one.
For more can't-miss top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I love you so much.